Hello, Internets. This is your friend Dave Fett coming at you for another video. Today I'm going to be talking about a knife. Not really a review, just some things I love about this knife, things I really like about it. The tool is a tool. A knife, I believe, is a very important part of your everyday life. I don't care where you live, what you do. A knife is just important. I use mine, I can't even count how many times a day. And I work in retail. So a lot of the knives that I do carry that I actually use as an EDC knife, I try and keep a little more as a gentleman style knife. Not something too off-putting, not too tactical, like a mean looking blade. I do carry one of those, but I don't carry them as an EDC. I carry them as a defensive tool. I'll get into that reasons why later. But anyway, so this is one of my favorite EDC knives that I actually carry, I actually use. I've had this thing for about 2.5 years and I absolutely love it. One of my sayings I came up with for this knife is the best knife is a used knife, because an unused knife is not the best knife. Hence, if you love your knife, you will absolutely use it all the time. And if you have a knife that you hate, you won't use it. And this one is amazing. It's the handle's probably a little over 3 inches, I'm gonna assume, because the blade is 3 inches. As you can see by the wear, like I said, I've used this thing a lot. It's opened a lot of packages. It's opened a lot of boxes at a previous job. And it's just amazing. I just love this knife. This is the Sanrenmu 7010. This is a Chinese produced knife. I got this thing on Amazon straight from the factory in wherever the fuck, China. I custom anodized this myself, just out of boredom, seeing if I could do it. The standoffs came out of really cool bronze. This side I didn't really clean, so it got some grime and some shit on it. But this bronzish gold in here is really cool. I don't know if you can really see it with the camera. It probably looks kind of like a piss yellow, but in real life it's pretty close to gold, and I like it. Really heavy duty for the size. You get like these really thick aluminum scales, no liners, no cutouts, no skeletonization. This thing is pretty beefy, and with aluminum it's not as heavy as you would think it would be, and it's small, so obviously it wouldn't be that heavy for the size, but for how much material they use, I like it. It's a good enough weight. The jimping on it is really nice. It's really sharp, but not going to gnar you up. It's on a little bit of a ramp, which I also like, helps dig in. The blade is about 3 inches. Little clip point. I really like it, kind of like a Sebenza knockoff. The one issue I do have with this thing, but it's passable because I use it as a utility knife, is that it's tip down carry. I hate that. But like I said, for its intended purpose, it's fine. I'm not looking to pull this thing out of my pocket and like have it open in like less than a second. It just comes out of the pocket. It opens up and it opens a box. That's its primary job. Maybe a pry bar. That's a nice thing about this, is that it's thick enough and the knife is heavy duty enough to where I could abuse it like a pry bar. And shit, like for what, 10 bucks with $2 shipping and handling, paying somewhere between $12 and $13. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna abuse this thing. I'm gonna use it for whatever the hell I want because it's disposable. If I lost this thing, I'm only out 13 bucks. It's not like I'm losing a ZT-0450. You know what I mean? And that's the other thing I love about this is, for the price you pay, it is very quality. Probably can't see it in there, but this thing does have phosphor bronze bushings. Like I said, an aluminum scale. This blade is an 8CR17 MOV. Especially for an 8CR, I'm going to assume this thing has really nice heat treat because I don't have to touch up the blade that often, and this thing gets razor sharp insanely quick. Like, I barely even have to touch this thing up. I just get on my my sanding stone on fine grit, 5 passes, it's back. That's the other thing I like about it. It's very low maintenance. And it's a manual folder, which makes my life easier when I have to take it apart, clean it, put it back together. Get these bronze out, clean out the muck, re-oil it. Yeah, single point. Single sided tightener for the pivot. Got 2 standoffs. Insanely simple, insanely easy. Which, one of the stupid fucking things about this thing that I never understood is the lanyard hole. I guess if you took the pocket clip off and just like throw it in your pocket as like an old school style pocket knife, then I would understand using the lanyard hole. But when it's tipped down and the lanyard's down here, I'm just like, I don't fucking understand, right? Like, why is... Right, but anyway. Like I said in the last video, I got off on a lot of tangents. But, yeah, frame lock design. About halfway on the tang. Again, I'm going to stack it up probably just from use, because like I said, I kind of beat the shit out of this thing, and it, like I said, as you can see from the blade, it's used a lot. This thing's been through hell and back, and it just sits there and giggles at me, and that's what I love about this knife. Well, if there's something I skipped that you have a question about, go ahead, drop that in the comments. Like I said, I got this guy on Amazon. I don't know if the prices went up since I bought one, but again, I love it. This is one of my favorite EDCs. I've carried this thing probably about half as long as since I owned it, rotation wise, and yeah, there's just not enough good things I can say about this knife. The size and the design of it doesn't make it off-putting. So if you're at the store, if you're at work, anywhere, you pull this thing out, you open it up, you're opening those fucking stupid plastic fucking containers that everything you buy comes in now. No one's gonna look at you funny. No one's gonna be like, oh my god, the fuck is he gonna do with that knife? You pull it out, they're like, oh, that's a nice knife. That's a handsome looking knife there, sir. And I'll be like, fuck yeah, it is. Anyway, and that's one of my favorite things about this knife, is it's not off-putting. And since it's not off-putting, I'm more likely gonna put it in my pocket and use it in everyday use, because it's easier. Alright, well, that was my video on the Sanrenmu 7010. I hope you pick one of these guys up. If you own one, tell me about it. Tell me if you love it. If you hate it, tell me why you hate it. Tell me why you love it. If you're indifferent, be like, man, I could care less. That's cool too. But yeah, so I hope your week is good. I hope your day is fucking awesome. Wherever you are in the world. And this is Dave Beaufet signing out. Have a good one.